Good morning. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I'm Amber, and it's Monday, March 9th. Oh, my glasses need to be cleaned. I didn't notice them until just now with all the lights. Good morning, BB and Grammy Rita and Tank and Lori. Cammy, hello. Good morning. Lana, Nana, good morning. Do we have a Knitnax in the house? And a Lori? Restream is not showing you guys to me yet. Well, they don't show me whatever's commented in the chat before I hit the live button, before I get in here, so. Oh, they're better. They're scratched up, but they are better. There she is. Good morning. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Yes, the time change. Yes, the time change. Oh my gosh. It's already kicking my butt. Melissa G. No, yeah, not enough after that time change. I swear it's lighter, darker out right now than it was yesterday this time. I swear. Hello, Debbie. I think that our country is the only one that does the time change anymore. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the time zones are pretty universal, but ugh. Pollen, yeah, I know. Hey, but you know what? Pollen means spring, and spring means warm weather. It'd be nice if we could stop the time change, too. Arizona and Hawaii. We are officially 5 hours ahead of Hawaii now. Or no. Or 4 hours. No, I think we go from 4 hours to 5 hours. Yeah, because we spring ahead. Yeah, so something like that. I could have sworn it was like 5 hours when we were there, but that was during the time change. Anyway. Hawaii, and Arizona do not do the time change. Okay, you have a coaster or cozy on, so this has to go on the coaster. I keep forgetting it's Arizona that it doesn't do it. I keep wanting to say Utah is the one that does it, but no, it's Arizona and Hawaii. Arizona and Hawaii. So I have been wanting to get rid of this chunky yarn, not get rid of it, but like use it up into something, and I just didn't know what to do. So I was going to start making a blanket, and it is literally just the moss stitch using double crochets. I might consider doing this with the purple color that I have of this stuff, the purple colorway. You were watching MDL's video. Which one? I haven't seen. He's put out 2 hook reviews over the weekend, and I watched the one with the blue hooks, of course, and I haven't watched the other one yet. Anyway, I started making a blanket with this, but then I was like, you know what? I don't really want to do a blanket right now, or something like that. I don't remember what I was thinking. So I took what I had done, and I joined it at the ends, and turned it into just a little thing. like scarf cowl thing. Like you could probably wrap it around again, which actually you can. It's a little on the tight side. Well, my hair wasn't there. It's not too bad. I wouldn't wear this because I don't like things that close to my neck. So there you go. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Find somebody that really likes something like that. Oh, let's see. Did I miss anybody coming in? Oh, the wooden hook review. Yeah. I saw the title of that one. It's funny because I also don't have to watch his video because I know what he's already said about the hooks, but I watch him to support him, so. Okay. That's cool to know, Tank, about all those different islands and things. Air and yarn, 109 yards. What about it? What you want to know? What you want to know? So, anyway, I attempted to make like 3 different bags this weekend. And the first 2, one of them got frogged into the bag that I currently have on my lap. And the other one is still sitting in the basket that I have to use up into something now because I don't know. Maybe I'll make another one of these or make it longer so I can actually wrap it around a couple times or something. What to do with 109, I have no idea. The territories, yeah. Well, they're all islands too, pretty much. Anyway, so I made a bag, and Marianne, Mama Winch, came up with, well, I wouldn't say she came up with stitches, but she was like, you know what, I want to try this stitch combination where she alternated a double crochet and a cross stitch. So I played with her little stitch combination that she came up with in her head, and I put it into a bag, and I love this bag. It's got some chunky straps on it, but I still have to sew the tails in, y'all. Don't judge. Don't judge me on my tails. But I love the way this bag turned out. Even the straps make me somewhat happy. This spot right here, not so much, but I don't know what to do right there. But that's just the way they look. That one I don't like. Why does it look like that? I don't know. Joining the straps is kind of a what you call it? Kind of one of my nemesises is Amber the bag lady. And so this might be a pattern eventually. I don't know, because it's stressful. Patterns are stressful, you guys. Good and bad. But I need to figure out how to do this better, because this it just doesn't look very professionally done now that I'm seeing it. Ugh. It almost needs to be tacked down, like I love that part. But here is my bag. Here is my bag with its little tails. I gotta figure out how to attach these better. This one's driving me crazy. I wonder if I could take the tail and sew it over there and make it look better. If I can make it look better, I'll be happier with it. So then I got that one done and immediately was like, I gotta make another one. I can't work on anything else. I gotta make another one. So I started it in cotton with these 2 colors that I got that I thought went well together. Okay, the light is like, I am really bright this morning. I'm going to try and turn a light off. See if that helps any. There we go. Oh, now I'm not so bright. I thought these went well together in person. They kind of do. I mean, they do. Not in a bad way, but here it's a slightly bit different version of the chunkier one because I had to do the base a little bit differently. So it's the same pattern of stitches where this row is twins and then this row right here is the one that Marianne wanted to play with the cross stitch and the regular double crochet. So yeah, I might just have to figure out a way to undo the knots and yeah, maybe rejoin them somehow. But yeah, I just that one strap. Ugh. The more I look at it, I'm like, ugh, that needs some work. Like if I want to sell these bags professionally, you know, I need to make them look better. Good morning, Frizzy. I'm trying to finish this drink thing that I opened up. It's a protein shake thing. If you know what it is, you know what it is. I'm trying not to do brands so that, I don't know, I don't get in trouble or anything. Other than the yarn brands, of course. I feel so dark over here now without that light on. But I'm okay with it without it on. Okay. I did make some progress on my Shalina shawl. I got into the blue yarn. I'm so excited. I think I'm almost done with this thing. Y'all, did you hear me? Did you hear those words come out of my mouth? I'm almost done with this thing. I think I have about a third of the cake left. I need to weigh it. Let's weigh it. Let's weigh it. Come on. Go to grams. This is what I have left. Wow, I've only used like 40 grams. 158. Let's see. 158 minus 112. I used 46 grams since the last time I weighed this. Whenever I said I was a third of the way through it on Camille's live. Good morning, Tammy's. Joanne, good morning. Okay, so I have 112 grams left of, I can't remember how much this was, 250. So I am, let's see, 112 divided by 250. I have used about 65%. I have about 40% left-ish to go. So about 2/3 of it used-ish, maybe. Oh, I have to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. So I have about a little under halfway left to go. But here we go. Here is my progress. Ah! Hold on. Here we go. See, even mine curls at the tips. Camille was wondering if that happens. And mine is too. Well, I mean, that's the plan, Frizzy, to use up the whole thing. I don't know how big it's going to be. It stretches quite a bit from the weight of it, but it's not huge in size. So I don't know. I'm going to get done with the first cake, and then I'm going to see how big it is. And when we started, I was thinking, you know, because Helix has so many yards or so many grams to go through, because her cake is so big, because it was that mill ends or whatever. And I was like, well, I can always buy another one and put a second cake on mine to make it bigger. Do you see why I like to do that shape of a shawl? I do like it. I don't know how I could make it mine, you know, that shape. Like, I just need to sit down and like visually look through it, because it like what's the word I'm looking for? You know, because it increases every other row. And so like I just gotta figure out how that works with the stitches and stuff. Thank you. Thank you guys for the compliments. I don't remember, did I show you guys the blanket? I think I have showed this. This isn't even one cake yet, but it's almost used up. This is almost one cake of yarn for a baby blanket. Yeah, I remember telling you guys. I think I counted 10. I have 10 total cakes of this, of the sweet roll, the regular sweet roll. Trying to show you without it, like, why am I having such a hard time with this? There we go. You don't do all the ridges. I don't mind doing front post double crochets. I like front post double crochets. So something made me broke out. Wonder if it's this sweater I'm wearing. But it's not making me itch on my other arm. It's weird. Just wait till the blue makes an appearance. It will totally change. Oh, I know. It's already made a change. Like, and it's all like this grayish muted color, and now it's like getting into the blues, and it's like, I can't wait. It keeps me wanting to keep working on it, because it's finally gotten into the blues. After all the grays and there's like this little bit of minty green. Like, it's dark gray, and then this cream color starts coming in, and then the gray fades out, and then this like this minty green stuff starts coming in right here, and then, you know, the white didn't even have a chance to fade out or completely fade out, because there's still one strand of white with the last bit of the green, and then it just, that white strand just went poof right into the blue. The blue strand, or the white strand, got traded out for the white one. I mean, the white strand that was left without fading it, without it like, it just immediately changed from white to blue, is what I'm saying. It didn't go fully into the green, where it was all the strands were green. Yeah, you just wanted to go faster. Honestly, for me, because of the thin yarn, my nose is running. Because it's thin, I don't know. The front post row and the regular row doesn't really, there's not a big difference in my speed. I almost feel like I'm a little bit faster with the front posts. Maybe. I don't know. Sweet roll. It is soft. It's squishy. And I'm using the blanket yarn. Not blanket yarn. I keep calling it blanket yarn because I'm so used to saying blanket yarn. The blanket stitch is what I'm using with this. So I think I'm going to work on this because it's a fairly simple one. I don't really have to pay attention. Whereas the shawl, I kind of have to I kind of have to pay attention a little bit to that one because I got to place stitch placement. I mean, I have to do stitch placement on this too, but I don't know, it's different. Good morning, Steven. I've already decided that I may not make the Shalina shawl again soon, but I do want to make another shawl. And I'm like, oh wait, no, I still have one I need to finish. I actually have three, y'all. I have 3 shawls on the hook that I need to finish. I have not used Juniper Moon alpaca. I've had one hank of alpaca, baby alpaca, and I actually used it in my Addy machine and made a drop stitch scarf with it because I was like, I don't ever know what I'm going to make with this thing, this one hank of baby alpaca. So I made it into a drop stitch scarf. I think I paired it with the gray superwash merino wool that I have sitting around here that's left. Because I did like a half and half thing or something like that where the baby alpaca ran out. And so I was like, well, I need another 40 or 50 rows of color before I can finish the scarf. And so I threw on the gray, I think I threw on the gray superwash with it. Has anyone ever used Juniper Moon alpaca? Does anybody have any idea what she could make with alpaca? I when it comes to little bits of yarn, I don't know what to do with things. So, and what it feels like, and yeah, I don't know all that stuff. I have all this right here, and I have no idea what I want to do with it. I debated making another Shalina shawl with some of that, but then I'd have to sit here and go, which colors would look good together? And I'm the wrong person to ask anything for, like what to make with things, Cami, because I don't even know what I want to do. I'm so indecisive. Good morning, Kendall. How are you this morning? Hugs, lots of hugs to you. Lots of hugs to you. I can't wait to get my yarn from Brizzy because I want to make the baskets. I can't believe like how much it fits in this one basket, y'all. Like I have scrap yarn on top of a bunch of bags in here. I just dropped some. So like this is what is all in here. This is a project I'm frogging. And then this is the shawl that I think I'm designing. I'm not sure yet. I'm still kind of a little on the fence, especially with this spot right here. It's not as flat as, I don't know. I can't decide if it's something I want to pursue. But yeah, this basket, I have a bunch of bags in here. I've got my backgammon ditty bag that I made. This is Juan's pattern. And then I have this bag that I don't have a pattern for it written down. Nor do I have a pattern for this one written down. And then I have this one. I need to fix the straps on this one. I got that one. This is what pretty much kind of got it started for me and Grammy Rita, was this one right here. Making her little bags that she can use to do grocery shopping with. And then I have this bag. And it's losing its shape, the basket, because I took everything out of it. Again, I have just a few strappy ends to sew in, and then this bag will be done. So Got that bag. Lots of bags. And I still have more bags, actually. This is just what's in here. Go in. See, when you pack it full of stuff, it keeps its shape. I'm losing space to get out of here. I need to like this. Picked what was on TV. Go back upstairs. Now. No, it'll unlock when it unlocks. Why can you just not stop coming down here every day to ask me for something when you've already gotten it? And no. Go, please. Disc. Let's see. What did I say? Hello, everybody coming in. Let's see. Where is it expensive? That's not much yardage. Pure Pearl Soho. I have Juniper Moon Harriet Fine. There's about 200 yards, and it was around $18, I think. Wow. It's funny because this is expensive yarn right here, right? So I spent, I think it was $20 a hank. I hate to admit that, but it was once a month. I would buy a couple hanks. So it was, you know. So whatever I make with this, I feel like that's why I'm dragging my feet to use it, is because whatever I make with it, I want it to be something special and used, and not like, you know, because whatever it is, it's going to be an expensive piece of whatever, piece of art. So that is so weird how the white, it has like these specks of color in it, but it almost kind of makes it, I'm not going to say it looks dirty, but you feel like there's something there and you want to like pick at it, but it's just little specks of color. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, the specks of color. They just look like bleeds, you know, here and there. Like this area makes more sense on the white up here than it does down here. It's interesting. I really don't want this blanket to take forever. I kind of wish I would have went a little bigger on the hook, but I think going a little bigger on the hook would be too holey and too drapey for a baby blanket. I'm not worried about holes, but I mean, these are too tiny for anything to happen, so I'm not too worried about that. And Mama knows best. If she don't like it around the baby, she can always keep it away from him. So, but it just feels like it, even for the blanket stitch, it just feels like it takes a hot minute. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about this morning? Next Monday is going to be our two-year channelversary celebration. So mark your calendars, let your friends know, let everybody know if they want to come hang out. It'll be early in the morning on a Monday morning. So if anybody wants to come hang out early on a Monday morning and celebrate 2 years with me, I would love to have the company and have a fun morning celebrating. So make it a fun morning. Start the week off fun and strong. And then I think next Tuesday we'll maybe get back to the Bust the Scraps series. Because I think, yeah, Rebecca should be back this week. I've come to care for Rebecca, so I kind of wanted her to be around for the celebration. So that's why I scheduled it around her schedule a little bit. And I know a lot of y'all didn't have any scheduling issues with that day anyway, so with most mornings. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't have any plans other than just coming on and saying, hey, it's 2 years. I have one prize to give away for you guys, and it's right here. It's this handmade bag that I made. Yes, the tails will be sewn in. I will get those done. And then there's stuff inside that I've already shown. I will show again. There's a one-of-a-kind yarn in here. Literally, it has a tag on it that says one-of-a-kind. I should go in to my local yarn store and see if they have any of those in their. So she had the local yarn store that I go to. One of them. Get upstairs.
I want to change it.
You chose what you chose. You watch it till I'm done. I can change it when I'm done. Go upstairs before you get me irritated even further. Good morning, Heidi. Well, you do your school, Cammie. We understand. What was I saying before he distracted me? Oh, they have a basket of yarn of hanks that they purchase from this one maker, Bah Yarn, BAH Yarns, Bah Yarns. And when this person's hand dyeing their yarn, they do test swatches, test batches or whatever. And but then she doesn't waste the yarn. She hanks it up and sells it as a one of a kind, because it's not the colorway that she ends up with. Like if there's if a color just doesn't turn out the way she likes it, it becomes a one of a kind hank. So you literally there's only one hank of it because it's just a test. I keep wanting to say swatch, a test batch of her colorways. So, but yeah, we're gonna get back to the Bust the Stash series. I still have the jar sitting on my desk. I'm going through my yarn, trying to pull out yarn that I'm like, I can get more of if I need it. Some of it I still have a hard time going, well, I know I can get more of this, but I don't want to get rid of it. Like my Mandala Ombre Happy. It's like, I know I could go get more of that because it's still currently available at most Walmarts. So it's not, I don't foresee it going anywhere anytime soon, but you know how yarn is. One minute it's there, you fall in love with it, and the next minute it's like, oh, hey, we're going to discontinue the yarn that you love. Isn't that how it always works? It's like you fall in love with a certain kind of yarn or a certain kind of something, and then all of a sudden it's gone, you know? So, good morning, Kendall. Yes, well, the official anniversary was last Monday, but the anniversary celebration is next Monday. I wanted Rebecca to be able to be here, so because she was going to be on her cruise, and wasn't going to be around today, I was like, you know what? Why don't we just? I don't have to celebrate my anniversary on the actual day. Like March 2nd was the date of my first posted video that I posted when I started doing this whole crochet thing on YouTube. I've had a YouTube channel for several years and the account and everything. And I've tried doing like homeschool videos and stuff, but I never really felt like my experience and knowledge was good enough. And so I dropped the whole homeschool channel thing, but I still have the same channel. It's just changed names over the years. And I think I started out as like Handmade Creations by Amber or something like that. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and watch the videos. But it has been 2 years as of March 2nd with the crochet channel journey that I started. So Tank, you want to donate something? Well, let me get something to write that down so I don't forget. That is awesome. I appreciate you. Boss Lady Notebook. Y'all are seeing it, okay? So I'm showing you guys now. So if I go, what notebook was that in? My favorite color is technically green. I always have these emerald green earrings in, always. But I love purple. I love green. I mean, I love a lot of colors. But if I have to be like my origin, my OG color, I'd have to say green, emerald green. It's emerald green, like, you know, the deep green, that hunter green color. I need more. I don't need more than one gift. One gift is plenty. I mean, there's like quite a bit in here. There's probably $50 to $60 between the bag and the prize inside in here. That's pretty hefty little gift. All right, so I'm gonna write Tank. So Tank, what are you wanting to donate? But I do appreciate it very much. I hope you guys know that. I need more than one. I just love how you say I need more than one. Oh, I need to get a new new eye hook, new clover one. This one, I have 2 of these green ones, these 5.5s, and for some reason, I don't know if I can get it to do it. Is this the one that does it? One of my hooks started clicking. It's the grip has started coming from off of it or something. Some bling and a hook. You want a celebration. So bling. So like bag charms or something, or what are you talking about? Bling. Like stitch markers. I don't know. Bling and a hook. You wanna celebrate good times? Come on. So yeah, next Monday, 1 week from today, life permitting that nothing happens. This is so weird. Like this, it's got to this point where it's like, got these big chunks of blues and things in it, and it's back to white again. Very strange how this is colored. Very strange. Good morning, Miguel. A sun catcher. Cool. Alright, so sun catcher. I just know it would help. Suncatcher and Nadine. Hook by Nadine or Nadine. One of those two. Another friend of mine recommended these hooks off of Amazon. They're not Nadine hooks, but I can't remember what they're called, but I'm getting one today. I ordered a 5.5 millimeter off of Amazon. I went with 5.5 because, or no, a 5. Did I do 5 or 5.5? It was either one of the hooks that I'm using currently with between the shawl or this blanket, because I was going to be able to use it on one of these projects. I just can't remember which one it was. Nah. Well, it's I love when we have to put like pronunciations, like we have to spell out the pronunciation of the pronunciation. Nah. I mean, I could read that as nah or nah. No. Or nay or nah. Nadine or Nadine. Is that Dine or Dean? Oh, Tank, I'm just messing with you though. I gave you credit for pictures in my poncho pattern. I put Tank as the photo. People are gonna see that and be like, "Who's this Tank?" Unless they know you, you know. I don't expect a lot of activity this morning. I expected to have very quiet people because of the time change this morning. So, Nadine, okay. That makes sense. Nadine. There you go. Yeah, the time change, it drains us. But yeah, I figured this week would be probably quiet, so I'm going to try my best to entertain. Yeah, I'm going to do my best. You saw that, Tank? Well, I wanted to make sure if you guys, test my patterns and you send me pictures, they're probably going to get used as pictures in my patterns. And I'm going to put you in as credit for them because you guys deserve it. Almost done. Close enough. Leaves a little bit of a interesting aftertaste. For some reason, this weekend when I was working on the bag, I was having a hard time starting them. Mondays are always busy. Well, and I just figured this Monday it would be, I expected everybody to be quiet this morning because of the time change. Melissa G, you never, ever have to tell me or be, apologetic or anything like that. I hope you guys know I understand. So, you think you caught up, huh, Tank? But anyway, like I was making that bag, and like I seriously had like 3 different versions of a bag started with the same yarn. I had 3 cakes of the yarn, and I started the one bag from the one cake and then went, well, I don't want to frog that just yet. So I started the next one on the next cake. And it is literally, I used up the one cake, almost the whole cake to make the next one. And it is literally still in the piece that I made. So this is the round one that I did. Like, I like it, but I just wasn't feeling it. Like, and I just, for some reason, I was struggling with how to start a bag. I don't know. I was struggling with how to start a bag. How I wanted the bottom to be. On your bag handle, I go with the bag attaching. Oh. Ah, he was too far away for you to use your pew pew. That's funny. I'm glad he was far enough away though that nobody was hurt or nothing was hurt. Good morning, Mariana. Back and forth, not up and down. It will hide the stitches. What do you mean by that? Back and forth, not up and down. Because the way on the one bag that I need to fix the handles on, I did back and forth. And I found a fun way to do a handle. I like the way I did these handles. The attachment right here I'm not happy with. But I did back and forth until it was long enough, and then I attached it. Good morning, Valerie. But I like the way I did these straps. Like, it has some stretch, but it comes back. Do you see that? Excuse me. It bounces back. It has stretch, but it bounces. So what I did is it's just 4 half double crochets, but instead of doing it into the V, the top of the stitch, I collected the third loop that the half double crochet creates. I collected it as well as the V on top. And so basically I was going in front of the stitch when I went along. So y'all, I'm almost a week since I messed around with my daughter and fell on my hip. My chiropractor adjusted me on Friday, but it's still tender. Whew. Still tender. Oh, I folded it where I didn't want to. A longbow. some more bands to put in my thing. Although, yeah, I've used up 2 cakes. So I've officially used up the 2. So those can go in there. And then these 2 have been used up because they're in the bag that I'm currently making right now. It's sore. I mean, not sore, but it's just when you touch it, it's still tender. And it's in, a spot where things have to get adjusted when you stand up and sit down and all the things. So you just absentmindedly go to fix yourself, and it reminds you it's still there. Oh my goodness. I am almost 1 cake into this blanket. I'm actually getting a lot thicker than I thought, but it's still not very far I don't know. I feel like for as wide as this blanket is, it's not going very far, but I think I will get a good decent blanket out of 10 cakes of this yarn. I don't know if I'm going to do all 10, and then that means I'm going to have leftover. So what do I make with leftover yarn if I have leftover? I want to say I have probably 3 to 5 more rows, maybe, with the cake I have. I don't know how far this cake will go, how thick this will be. This needs to go back upstairs. This is my nail clippers that are sitting on my table upstairs with where I sit and hook. And I was using them as scissors this weekend, because I didn't feel like coming downstairs and grabbing scissors. So I was using nail clippers to cut my yarn all weekend. Tank, I have you written down for a prize on my anniversary celebration. So you're written down. My desk is full of stuff, y'all. Full. Where did this come out of? Oh, I think it came out of here. Discord. I'm confused as to what you're meaning. The picture doesn't make any sense to me. My nose won't stop running. I don't know why I did that. Keep going too far. There we go. This came in handy yesterday with my bag straps. Counted how many I had done on the first strap, and then I made sure to do that many on the next one. Go with the stitches. I feel like that's what I was doing. Oh, wait, hold on. No, when I attached it, I slip stitched the 2 edges together. That's what I did. I basically folded them in half and just slip stitched them just to get, but I can go back and fix the attachment. I just need to do something. I mean, what I could do is what I think I might do is I might just go and, because I wanted to join them where they so like this is the top of the stitch that I just finished, and this is the top of the bag stitch. I wanted to join them like where they would meet up like this and be flat, like grafted together, as one piece, instead of them being slip stitched like this and then being, just, yeah. So I don't know. So basically, to get them to join up where the tops of each other were together, I would have to. How do you sew them together like that? I'd have to hold them together like this, and then I could take my yarn and go and sew them together like that. I don't know if I'm explaining myself right. So basically, you know, the tops of your stitches, right? Like this is the top of the stitch on each of my fists, and I want them to be like this. Not where one loop is attached to the other loop. Like I want them to be sewn where they're like this. Yeah, it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. All right, I'm gonna keep working on my blanket stitch. The blanket stitch on my blanket. Finish the single crochet. Let's see. What is something I could make for my channel? Like, I've got mug rugs on my channel. I've got C2C mug rugs. I don't remember if I did two. I've only got the one mug rug. Or if I have two. I think I just have the one C2C mug rug. All right, I'm going to finish this row. I'm going to pick up my bag and try to see if I can't figure these straps out. Although I'm almost done with this cake. I'm literally coming up towards the end of this color I'm on, and it's going to go to blue. And blue will be the last color it goes on here before it runs out. So I'm thinking 2, maybe 3 more rows before this cake is out. Let's see how big this is. I need to add other things on my Amazon. Like what? I'm at 5.5 inches. I don't know what else to add. What else do I need? There's one thing in my Amazon list that I can't wait to get. Hopefully can get for my birthday. Like that's all I have left. That's it right there. Okay. Yeah, so like I want it to be attached where it looks like this. And the only way to do that is to do it like Juan did on his Chunky Monkey Market bag, where he started both sides of the strap at the bag, and he joined it in the center of the strap. Funny enough, I have 4 slip stitches there, but only 3, like these 3 right here are attached to the bag, and then this one right here pulls up on the 4th one, and so it doesn't like stay even. Can we stop with the tapping up there? All I hear is this on the floor up there. It's like, can we stop, please? Stop! Trying to get this knot out. I thought I had lots on there. Amazon. Let's see. I even went through and took some things out of it. Because there was things on it I was like, nah. And I still want that. A lot of yarn. See, the automatic I-cord, yeah, I still want that. Oh yeah, the blue hooks, the blue Tunisian hooks. I can't wait for those. Lots of books. Yep. So I don't know what else I need to put on there. I have a one of those forks too. I got the knot out. Hey, look, the knots that don't come out. I got mine to come out. Okay, so, let's see. I need to pull that out. Find a needle. Ta-da! This one will work for the chunky yarn. All right, and then I want to figure out how to sew this together. I mean, it's 4 stitches. It's not very much. And then, let's see. Pull it tight. Does that look better? I would have to, like, I'm still, messing with it, but I think I need to, hold on. You want a what? Oh, more yarn. I have a lot of yarn on my wish list. I'm going to bring the yarn out as I scratch myself. I need to figure out, let's see. I'm going to come up through here and grab I want to grab just one strand though. All right, let's check this out. That is better. That looks so much better. I think that looks a whole lot better. Yeah. I think that looks better. Now I just got to figure out how to get chunky yarn to sew in on itself and, what I might do is just weave it back through here. Nope, without splitting the yarn. I don't want to split the yarn. Good morning, Sharon. How are you? Weaving it through. And then I gotta figure out where to tie a knot, because it's gonna need a knot for it not to come out. It's gonna need a knot so it not come out. All right, let's see. We'll put it right here on the inside of the bag. I mean, I want this to look professional, you know, like that somebody would buy. You use glue. Sometimes I do that too to make sure the knot doesn't come undone. Like this one, it's just not tying into a tight knot, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I don't want to make this knot any bigger. I am doing better today. I mean, still on the, you know, tired. Well, I'm not really tired this morning. I was when I first got up, but I'm better now. Trying to sew an end here. Sorry, I'm like, ugh. There we go. All right, let me cut this with my handy dandy, very professional scissors. Works really good. So there's my strap. I think that looks a whole lot better. All right, so here is attachment A or attachment B, and here's the other attachment. So we gotta fix that one. We got to fix this one. Good morning, Bumblebees. I like the name. Has very bee-esque-ness to it. Good morning. I love seeing new names. I love it. Gosh, I know this is random, but I just my you guys aren't sitting here with me, but my new deodorant has like a rose smell to it, a floral smell to it, and so I feel like I'm sitting in a flower shop right now. I know it's so random. I'm sorry. Okay. It's funny. This matches. It blends much cleaner. Yes, much better. 28 of 63 of your blank feels like it's taking forever. Well, maybe. Are you doing the assembly line method? Okay. This bag is unruly at the moment. Okay, so I have that. I need it to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I had it right here. really hope I don't hear cereal getting poured because we don't have milk. I meant to go get milk yesterday, and guess what I didn't do? I didn't get milk. So we're out of milk again. Because I suck at getting groceries. Alright, come on. Full. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to get this to sew in. There's the other side. I think that looks better already. Keep hearing what sounds like cereal being poured. There we go. So tired. I'm sorry, Gimme. Well, this one I might not have to do a knot in it because as I'm like weaving it through, it's like splitting the yarn, so it's gonna hold it nice and tight. I mean, the way I had the straps attached initially was kind of temporary, but at the same time I made it permanently knotted, what I thought I was permanently knotting, but thankfully I was able to get them undone. You need to, you know what, Kimmy, you're speaking to the choir here. I got whips I need to get done too. All right, we're going to sew this back in. I don't know. I thought about listing my bags on Etsy to sell, but I don't know. One, I don't know how much to sell them for. And two, I'm nervous to put them on there and have them sit on there and never, you know. Nobody wants to see their stuff just sit there and not be bought. All right. Much better. I like that so much better. So there's the second one there. Now question is, did I get them? Yes. Okay. My straps are on the right way. I think. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's do the tails. Let's finish the tails on this thing. These needles right here, I need to put more of them. I need to put them in my Amazon wish list. I need to get more of them because they are amazing, especially with this chunky yarn. I can split the yarn so easily with it, and it's nice. And you kind of want to split the yarn a little bit when you're sewing because then it like just makes it harder for it to come out. Oh, I have scissors in here. Susan Bates. Yeah, they're the Susan Bates needles. Tapestry or whatever they're called. They are really good. Yes, ma'am. I don't know why I just have the one set. It comes with a whole bunch of them, so it's probably why I'm like, oh, I don't need more. Nope, I need more. I should just start buying a set every other week or something, and then I can like start putting them in bags and things with when I give things away and whatnot. Oh no, you broke them. That's not good. That's not good. It must have been rough on them. All right, we're just gonna cut that one. That one's good enough. All right. Yeah, I've got one too many whips I need to finish myself. But I'm getting there. Slowly but surely. I'm making progress on them, so I'll get them done. I'll get them done. I'll get them done. Ow. I don't need to sew into my thumb. I don't think my thumb needs yarn in it. Let's see. I've been listening while trying to decide what crochet to take on my flight. What crochet projects do you have, Miss Sassy Mary? Is that all I have for tails? Really? Done with tails already? Ah, bag's done. Woohoo! It's done. Let me see the. Oh yes, that's like the perfect height and everything. I need to do a weight test. I need to do a weight test. Here's a pound of yarn. Okay, it's not quite a pound, but it's close. It really doesn't stretch too bad. Nice. I really like this bag. We're going to take this. We're going to lay this down flat on its side, and then we're going to put this in here. I mean, it's stretching, but that's a lot of weight in there, y'all. And that just shows you how, there's probably about well, let's test how many pounds are in here. It's about 3 pounds, plus the bag and what's inside. So that's 3 pounds right there. Oh, gosh, my arm is getting tired. Ugh. Ow. Yeah, where are you going? How long are you gonna be there? What projects do you have currently going that and then we can help you decide between those. I haven't heard of threading fishing line, but ribbon something. You know what would be kind of cool, maybe? Because of how I did this, it kind of looks like a moss stitch, but it's just half double crochets in the space between the stitches instead of in the stitch itself. It encapsulates the third loop and the 2 loops on top. and it gives this really fun looking effect. I like it. I like it a lot. I considered making a the purple version of it. Of this yarn. I really like that. Let's see. 12-point star and a timber trails. Going to South Carolina to meet my great-granddaughter. Aww. Which one are you the furthest along on? I would say go with the one. How long are you going to be gone for? It's really fun. I wish I could show you guys how I did it. Like, I have this extra from one of my skeins that I'm going to use my 10 millimeter. I'm going to chain 5. And then I'm going to do a half double crochet into the second loop. And in the second and in the third. And then in the fourth chain, last chain. Okay, so there's 4 half double crochets. Okay, so what I did, I chained 1. I turned my work. Okay, let's see if I can show you this. So on the back side of the half double crochet, there is this, see this like braided line right here? And then you've got your V stitches up here. They're folded towards me, so you can't see the tops of the V's, but they're right there. But this is that third loop back here that the half double crochet creates. So what I do is when I turn, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to take my hook, do my, yarn over. I'm going to go under that third loop and the V stitch on top. So I've got, I don't know what this is going to be. Okay, so this, this line right here, this loop right here, that's the third loop. And then you've got your V stitch right here that you go under. So I'm going to do my half double crochet, and it's going to cause like a kind of a hole like that. And then when I go to the next one, so here's my V stitch right here. If you spread this apart, you'll see the third loop right there below it. What I'm doing is I'm taking my hook. I wish I had another arm here, another hand here. So I'm going under that third loop. You can see it sitting on top of the hook right there. And then the V stitch, all at the same time. All the way across. And even on the end here, this is the third loop. And then if you flip it around, you can kind of see the V stitch right here. You're still going to do the same thing on the end. Oh, I don't know if this is going to show you guys. You're just going to go into that space. It's almost like a chain 2 space kind of on the side there. And it does this. And then here's the other side. It kind of does like a moss stitch kind of look to it. Thank you, Samantha Stewart, and welcome. Good morning. Well, I would take the 12-point star then if it's less weight. But if they're both fairly, if you can pack one of your project bags in your carry-on or your checked luggage and then take one with you on the plane, then you have both, possibly. So you just keep doing that. You chain one, turn, going underneath the third loop and the V-stitch. I don't know how to explain that. Like, you're going under the V-stitch. You know what? Here, I'm going to show you. Using this. Write a new dictionary stitches. I don't have any new stitches to put in a dictionary. I'm not the first to discover this. I just decided to start. So I found this technique with the single crochet. Somebody was saying that in order to make their holes smaller on the bottom of their bag, they went between the stitches, not into the stitches, to help fill the holes in for the bottom of their bag when they were using chunky yarn. And I was like, I'm going to try this method and see what happens when I do it like this. And it just kind of created like a moss stitch effect. And there's no chaining. Hello, Lisa B. Oh my gosh, how are you? I hope you're doing well. And if I remember right, there was you were doing some helping with your family store or something, or I can't remember. You were taking care of affairs. I'm gonna go a little longer and then. Okay, you should be connected now. Come on. You need to see that bigger. Okay. So let me start this over. So this is 2 rows of the half double crochet, right? So I'm going to chain 1. And then I'm going to turn my work. So now, these right here, these little swirly, like braided looking loops, you kind of look like you're looking at a V right here, right? Well, this is the side of the stitch. This is the third loop right here. This is the third loop. And then this right here is the V stitch on top. What I'm doing is I'm starting my half double crochet, I'm going under that third loop and the V stitch. So the third loop is right here, and then the V stitch is up here. And doing my half double crochet just like that. And see, it causes that hole, but I think the more you go, it like relaxes it down there, because you can see that the holes from the first row aren't as big. So I'm going to go under that third loop and the V stitch. So there's 3 loops plus the 2 that, up here, and do my half double crochet just like that. And I mean, I think the edges are still fairly straight. And so here's the end one, right? So you've got this last stitch right here, and your chain 1 is over here. So what I do is, this is the third loop, and then the V stitch is kind of tucked, kind of leaning, kind of tilted forward. So I basically kind of just do like I use my fingers and kind of spread it open like that. So there's my third loop, and then the V-stitch on top. So there's my 3 loops I want to go around. So I'm just going to go in that hole that the chain 1 and the last half double crochet creates. Just like that. And you just keep going and keep going and keep going until the strap is as long as you want it. Kind of gives you like a moss stitch effect, but without chaining, and you're just stitching into the space. And like I said, I think the edges, yeah, they have a little bit of a, but I think they stay kind of straight for the most part. I still use your going into lurk mode. Not as much, but I still use it. Oh, hello, Froggy. Yeah, my background has changed a lot. And this is what's fun about this. It stretches, but it bounces back. Like, I'm stretching it, and then watch. Boop. I mean, that stayed stretched a little bit because I've stretched it a few times, but like I just feel like it, I don't know. I've messed with it too much now, so it's very like wonky. But I don't know. I like it. It's, you know, this is just scrap yarn, so I don't know what to do with this. All right, let me turn this off. Ta-da! So, how do you guys like the longer couple hours that I do? Should I stick to an hour and a half, or does the 2 hours feel like too much? Like, what do you guys think? Give me your opinions. I know we're all full of them because I am full of them. I feel like an edging stitch would clean the sides up nicely. Possibly. I might have to play around with that and see. You know, like maybe do like 6 stitches or something. Or let's see, what if I did, I don't know, because this is what the edging looks like on the strap on here. You know, I feel like it's fairly straight. There's not a lot of like, you know, bumping going on or anything. So this is that same technique, same yarn, same hook, same technique. I feel like the edges are fairly straight, you know. Or I don't know that it could get really much any straighter. It might be able to get a little straighter, but I really like the way this bag turned out. I'm tempted to try and make it in smaller weight, but like I don't know that I don't know. I'm tempted. Like I don't know. It's so hard to be like, I look at my yarn and go, do I really want to use that? Because then it's going to be gone out of that spot. It works fine for you guys. Froggy, it really doesn't matter too much. 9:30 is my absolute like cutoff where I need to, you know, go be a mom and just be with the kids, you know, not leave them on their own all the time. So, I mean, they're fine. I'm here in the house with them, but, you know, they're out of milk this morning, so they're probably angry with me. Can't eat their cereal. I am making it in cotton. I am making a bag in cotton. It's a little different on the bottom down here. because I started that chunky one with half double crochets for my base. This one I actually did single crochets for several rounds and then went into the half double crochets right here. It is fun to get zesty sometimes. I like the way you put that. I like the way you put that. See, you can sleep in until 9 o'clock. I put this thing on my desk and it's collecting hooks that I've been using. Instead of me putting them away, I'm just putting them in that collection bin. It's my hook collection bin. And then, you know, when I decide I need to go put them back, I'll put them back. Okay. Well, then I will keep doing the 2 hours. I just don't, you know, I don't want to make it like too long for you guys if you don't want it too long. Getting stuff done and listening. So yeah, so I'm trying to remake it again to see if, you know, it's something I want to maybe possibly do as a pattern. I don't know yet. That's why I'm trying to figure the base out. I'm trying to like, that's why I did it this way. But I want to make the base simple. So the chunky yarn, it's simple. But with this yarn, it's really trying to untwist it, and apparently I was twisting it. That's what happens when you use multiple strands of multiple yarns. What is going on here? I'm changing colors without cutting my yarn, so it's like getting twisted. See how easily I can jump from one project to another? Like, I went from working on that blanket with the blanket stitch to this bag. Feel like I'm gonna need to go get more of this green yarn because I've only got one more little, whatever these are called. I don't know. This is I wouldn't call this a donut, and I wouldn't call this a skein, and I wouldn't call this a cake. You know, whatever this is, I might need to get one more. I don't know why I only have 3, unless I've used one already, or it's somewhere else and it's lost. Could have sworn I got 4 and 4, but. I'm trying to think what I could name it if I do the pattern. Because Marianne was the one that inspired the pattern, the combination of stitches. Miss Marianne from Mama Winch. Mama Winch's Crazy Train. Is that what her whole channel is? I just know her as Mama Winch for some reason. Let's see. Mama went JK, Marianne. That's what it is. It's funny, this green, it keeps making me wonder if I really paired up colors well together. Because like this green right here is a different green to this, and so it's just funny. She's not feeling very good. Yeah, I know, she was, yeah, not feeling well this weekend, I guess. So hopefully she'll feel better quickly. Man, getting old sucks, even at all our different ages. Our bodies just don't want to, be nice to us. I'm glad you checked on her, Lana. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just on a bag making kick right now, and I think, if it's a simple enough pattern, I might write it down as a pattern to put out. But I think, some of them I might just make them one-offs, and they're just, I'm just going to sell them as is. Like this bag right here. I mean, what would you sell that for? Like 40, 50 bucks? Like, I really like this one. I might have to make one in the purple. Hello, Annette. Yeah, so I don't know. This one's simple. This version is simple because it's like 3 rounds of half double crochets at the bottom here. And then it starts right here. It starts the pattern. And then I have 3 rows of half double crochets up here at the top. And then I put the handles on. It's a great size. But this one right here, I started it out a little differently. It's more oh, I gotta get that one bag typed up. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, this one's a little bit different. This one starts out with like 4 or 5 rounds of single crochets, then it does the 3 half double crochets, then it goes into the pattern. I don't remember how many I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 rounds of single crochets increasing, and then I just did 3 rounds of half double crochets without increasing. Excuse me. The entitlement around here. This one child of mine thinks he is. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to not go any further with that. I saw something on Facebook this morning where it goes, don't forget to change your clocks back or forward an hour from one. Oh, what was it? I wish I could find it again. It was funny. It was about the depression. I mean, it's not funny, but it was like funny. Funny, not funny, I guess you would say. because she was the one that shared it. I'm almost positive. Why is it not showing up on here? She shared it. It was her. I'm almost positive it was her. Filters. What's today, the 9th? Yeah. Or maybe it was... Let's do the 7th. Oh, don't forget to set your clocks away from seasonal depression and back to regular depression, but with extra sun. I was like, that's funny. That's funny, not funny. Because it sucks, you know? I am unmuted. Okay. Am I good? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys be quiet, please? Oh my gosh. The full moon and the time change all in the matter of a week of each other? Mm-hmm. I just want to growl and grumble. These chillins. The darn it cinched bag. It's funny. Oh, poor Marianne. I wish we could help her mood. Bring a smile to her heart. It's not fun being frustrated. Like, that's what I am right now with my children and my hormones and all that, and the full moon and the time change and the being tired and all that does just not. Oh my gosh. And the stitch. Okay, how many strands of a 4-weight will give me a super bulky 6? 3? That's a lot of yarn, but that means I go through more yarn. I have an idea. Do I want to start said idea here with you guys, or just start said idea and show it to you? Oh my gosh. And show it to you tomorrow. My happy yarn I have up there. Ooh, or that. Oh man, I can't decide. I got like 3 different bag ideas sitting up there on that shelf. Not like bag designs, but bag colors that I could do. This one in. That I could do a similar style to this one. Got 3 different ones up there I could do yarn with. My yarn bags are having a hard time piling up there because it's actually getting used. It's funny. I've been like, I was hardcore a bag maker, you know, from cotton when I first started making bags, but then I was like, I just grabbed acrylic yarn and start making bags, and it's like now I'm like an acrylic bag person because I'm like, someone made it mention that acrylic bags or cotton bags stretch just as much as acrylic bags, maybe not as much, but they're still going to stretch. So I was like, you know, then it really doesn't matter what I do. So hold on. Do, do, do. Okay. I don't think it matters. Well, hold on. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try finishing the stitch with the new color. And then slip stitch over here. But see, now it leaves that strand right there. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing it the way I was doing it. Because it hides the color change a little bit. Y'all still alive? My chat hasn't moved in 10 minutes. I haven't seen nothing in 10 minutes. I'm going to go to... I've been having issues with my chat being weird. No? Never mind. We're good. You good. You good. You guys are good. You're still there. Just the lurkers. Nope. Wrong one. Okay, drop that there. Bring this up. I feel like I'm going to have to go get some more of this green yarn because I'm almost out of it. And I'm only this far into the bag on my second set of green. No, you guys are fine. I was just curious. All of y'all got quiet. I was just curious. Because I literally, the last thing I had on my thing was 10 minutes ago. So I was like, are we good? I'm literally about to be off here anyway, so I'll be off in about 4 minutes. I might get off here and run to the store real quick and get some milk. I usually try to have at least a gallon of milk in the fridge, even when the other one's barely out yet, so that way we don't run into this. And so every once in a while, I forget to go get the milk. And so we'll go one day without it, one morning, but we'll be fine. So you're all locked in. Yep. Having to clean behind things. Ugh. I don't like dusting. I wish there's a way that I could like completely, you know, put like a million filters in my house that would collect all the dust and not let it land on the things. I've actually contemplated getting a bunch of organza bags to put my yarn in. But then you guys wouldn't be able to see this pretty yarn behind me. So, but it's like, I don't want it to get all dusty. It doesn't feel like it is, but I don't know. So I don't know. I still want to create more bags, you know? I think I've decided, maybe. I don't know. I'm not 100% on board yet. But like, I think I prefer this shape of bag. over this shape. Like I like this one, but this is giving me like, so like the one of the color ideas, I was gonna make a bag triple stranding. I have happy version of this, the happy colorway of the ombre, mandala ombre. This is 2 held together, and I was thinking I might do 3 held together. My only qualm with this bag is it, because it's made with the waffle stitch, it wants to in the center here, and so it gives it just, I don't know, the bottom's not as thick. But I don't mind these cinchy bags like this, but I think I'm leaning more towards this shape of bag. Get back on my hook. Get back on my hook. All right, y'all. It is 9:29. I'm gonna get off of here, go live my life, as Lexi says, because there's life to be lived. So I'm gonna just keep making bags, and I'm still working on my shawl and that blanket and all the things, making slow progress on everything, but we will get it done. I will get all the things done. Okay, that was not supposed to be a cross stitch right there. Anywho, don't forget, you guys, remember, you are all somebody to somebody, and don't forget, you are loved. And I will be back same time, same place, tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Central, right here, JB's Crochet. Have a great Monday, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.